I liked. We'll get into that in a moment, but I wanted to go over at least one more attack here from this knee right position. I'm sorry, and this could be from the side control position. It could be from the knee right position. Probably more likely the side control position. So I'll give that as an example here. Now, really from a side control position, people are going to be wanting to get this underhook. And as we kind of went over, like if they do get this underhook, I can get that step over shoulder lock or straight head scissors that we did last time, which I did not put in the review, right? So you could go for that at this point in time. If the reason why he's getting this underhook is so that if he starts to escape, he can start climbing around to my back. So I've got this position, and maybe, I've already got the underhook here, and he's like trying to frame off. Maybe he's like pushing on my face or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get him off my face, and I'm going to pinch his arm onto my head here. So I'm keeping his hand is actually going to be the best thing for me to hold on to, because again, I want to control the direction of his elbow for this. Now I'm going to start to pull. I'm catching his shoulder or his arm here, and I'll pull him on the side. Now I'm going to step up, and I'm going to pinch his shoulder. So I've got these posts on both sides, so I've got control over the bottom of the lever here by pinching that. Now I've got control over the top of the lever because I've got that pinch with my head, and I'm going to come just under the elbow, so right here on this side, just below the triceps there, and I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to dig in. Now this is incredibly dangerous. This is the few times that I've had people get hurt when rolling. Cutting arm bars are going to be one of those instances, because if I get here and maybe I don't have great control of that, and he starts to pull back down, if I've already got this kind of tension here and he starts to try to pull his arm back, that's going to sink it in deeper, and his elbows will get popped. Nobody was terribly injured, but it has happened to me, and so I'm a little bit more careful about cutting arm bars for that very reason, and you should be too, right? So I get here, I go just below the elbow, and I'm starting to rotate, so thumb down to thumb up, and I'm digging that in. You can even see what's happening to my gi here. It's going concave. So I'm going to do this from a different side. So he starts to push up. I get that pinch here, right? And I'm going to cup the shoulder. I'm going to pull him onto his side. I want to have that side control. I'm going to pinch onto the shoulder. So I'm getting this in behind. I've got my foot kind of posted outwards so he can't start to continue to roll me back. I've got this one pinched in so he can't drop his shoulder back down. I come in underneath his elbow, and then I cut in right below the elbow and start to invert here. Again, this is one that's pretty dangerous, so please take your time with it. And so that's going to be your cutting arm bar from this side control position.